I'm not an ungrateful person, but I have 3 kids, and this is what I received for them. Please tell me, how do I explain this? Like, how do I explain this to my kids?
Oh my God, what am I supposed to tell my kids on Christmas? Tell them you couldn't afford it. And the people on Angel Tree couldn't afford it either.
Come with me to take back the Angel Tree gifts that I donated because I accidentally gave away way more than I could afford to.
Hi there, welcome back to my channel and to another episode. Imagine this. You decide to become a donor for a charity program thinking that you're spreading some holiday joy, only to find out later that the recipients are going online to complain about the gifts you just gave them.
Emotional damage!
Yep, that's the drama that took over TikTok over the holidays, sparking a fiery debate, and is still going on to this day.
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
The controversy from some of these viral clips caused people to be divided, but the drama didn't end there. Some influencers decided to jump on the trend, faking generosity for clout, only to be exposed. So stick around because we're going to be breaking down some of these viral clips, exposing the shady side of social media's generosity. Okay, so for background, for some of you who are not familiar with what the Angel Tree program is, the Salvation Army's Angel Tree program is a holiday tradition that provides new toys and clothes to children in need. Low-income families can apply to this program as early as September, and the gifts are distributed to families a week before Christmas. So it's basically a Christmas program offered by the Salvation Army. So how does the program work? Donors will adopt a child or an angel by selecting a number tag from an Angel Tree display that can typically be found in places like Walmart or one of the Salvation Army facilities. So how this TikTok Angel Tree drama started is when some videos from some of the recipients started to go viral, saying that they were feeling upset and let down that their kids' wish lists were not completed by Angel Tree donors. While some were calling some of these upset recipients entitled and ungrateful, others were taking their side and saying that their frustrations were completely valid. Well, as you can imagine, the responses that some of these clips received started to go viral as well and created a whole division on TikTok. So let's take a look at some of the clips from both the recipients and some of the reactions to the clips.
Hi TikTok, please excuse how ratchet I look. I'm in the house chilling with the baby. But last month I signed my kids up for Angel Tree. This would have been the first time that I've ever asked for any help from my kids during the holidays. You know, with me having a fresh baby, moving, just a lot of stuff going on, it doesn't hurt to ask for help if you feel like you really need it. I also feel like I'm not an ungrateful person. I promise. Like, I really don't care. But when it comes down to the kids, like, if you're not able to fulfill everything a family is asking for, it's probably best to just not do it. I have 3 kids, one being autistic, a 7 and an 8-year-old, plus the little baby. The things that my kids asked for wasn't even much of anything, I promise. Like, they are kids that are grateful for anything that they will receive. But it gets to a point where I'm starting to think that certain people take on these type of things just to try to be funny, or I'm really not sure. But I have 3 kids, and this is what I received for them. Once again, we are grateful because, you know, they didn't have to get us anything, and I'm the one that needed the help. But please tell me, how do I explain this? Like, how do I explain this to my kids? It's honestly very disappointing. Like, that's the word that I could use for it. It's just disappointing because, like, people really put their pride to the side to ask for help, and it's like the one time that I do, I don't know. Like,
I mean, it looks to me like these are legitimate gifts. Maybe not as many as she was expecting. I don't see anything funny about it, or like somebody try to play a prank on her or anything. I see the gifts that somebody wanted to give to her. I don't know. These would be toys that my kids would totally play with. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Do you?
I'm definitely very appreciative for the help from Angel Tree, but I am extremely disappointed.
How can you be disappointed with anything that you're given for free?
We signed up for Angel Tree. We're not going to have much of a Christmas, if any, due to financial reasons.
All year, you could be getting free things on Marketplace, on Facebook, hustling, trying to get free things from your friends, from your family, from your church, anywhere you can get things free for your kids. Pack them away for Christmas.
This is maybe the third year in a row that we've had to use Angel Tree.
In 3 years, you could not find a single free toy for your kids. How?
I don't want to say disappointed. I think that would be the right word.
How is it strangers' responsibility to make something happen for your kids? That doesn't make sense to me. And how could you be disappointed with the happiness that strangers try to give to your kids?
I do believe my children were forgotten angels. My daughter doesn't like pink unicorns. She got pink unicorn stuff.
Yeah, but that sounds like she wasn't forgotten. That sounds like you don't like what a stranger got your child for free. So then maybe you should buy your child what she wants. You know her better than a stranger, right?
Beanie and mitten set. He's autistic, so he does not keep anything on his head.
They're your kids. Why would strangers know what your kids need? How would we know that? That's why you, as a parent, need to make Christmas happen for your kids.
Yeah, she's got a point. Somebody in the comments said, why does it always feel like donators, I think she meant donors, are held to a higher standard than, say, the kids' fathers? She mentioned something about this being the third year in a row that she participates in the Angel Tree program. I want to talk about the bigger picture here and what I call a dependency culture, which it really is just this group of people in our society who lack personal responsibility. And I'm not talking about everybody that is the beneficiary of some of these programs. I think some situations are definitely justifiable, and so I'm glad that these programs exist to provide help to those that legitimately need it. But when you hear somebody say this is the third year in a row that we use this program, they're basically saying that they're completely dependent on this charitable program to provide, Christmas gifts for her family. When people start expecting help as a right, something they're entitled to rather than, a privilege, it creates a culture of dependency. We've been seeing an increasing reliance on government aid and things like charitable programs to, supply basic needs that are the ones who are supposed to fulfill their basic needs. I don't think people should rely completely on the generosity of somebody else to provide for your family or for your kids. But I want to be really clear here. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with providing help or needing help if you are in a tough situation and it is completely justifiable. But when help turns into an expectation, a sense of like, no, I'm entitled to this help, you are supposed to give me this help, that's when it becomes a problem and we start losing personal responsibility.
Be honest with y'all, and I feel like what I'm gonna say might piss some of y'all off, but I really don't care. And I'll give you background and context as why I feel this way. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of sick of the Christmas complaining because Christmas comes every year at the same time. It's not a surprise. It's not a creep up on us. It's literally the same time every year. And the fact that a lot of y'all don't prepare and plan for Christmas when you have children because you decided to have these children. Nobody told you to have children. You decided to have children. You were obligated to your children, not Angel Tree, not people on the internet, not anyone else but you. Please get that through your head. So the fact that y'all don't prepare or plan when you have children is crazy work to me. Now, there's other cases, there are instances where things happen, like things out of your unforeseeable circumstances, and those, I'm like, yeah, do angel tree. You really need it. Like you got put in a bind. But some of y'all are just lazy, entitled, and you don't really want to work or do what you need to do for your children. You really just don't. Because the fact that you have your hair done, nails done, you've had weave. I see like people complaining when I go back and they had a whole weave install. They got their nails done, they got hair done, they got to get ready with me, unboxing with me, and all of a sudden now you're crying and complaining on TikTok, dry begging for people to help you with Christmas. I saw a lady down and talk about she can't put presents under the tree, but she spent money before Christmas to go visit her baby daddy in prison and drove 11 hours and stayed in a hotel. That was more important than giving your kids Christmas. So you rip your tree down so that you could get some social media attention, hoping that you can put your wish list up and people can buy your on TikTok. Please get out of here with that shit. It's really disgusting and it's annoying, and I'm so sick of it. And I don't feel bad for you. I only feel bad for your children. I do not feel bad for you because you're a crap parent and you need to get your together.
Why are angel tree parents so ungrateful this year? Okay, let me explain. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time from what I felt like. I saw the angel tree as soon as I walked into the store. There was a mom with 5 kids ranging from 11 months to 12 years. I said, you know what? I'm going to take all 5 kids and I am going to get them 2 out of the 3 things that were on this Christmas list. One ranged for the baby from clothes to baby toys to the 12-year-old who wanted a video game that was over $50. I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I go to the checkout. I spend over $300 of my hard-earned money, okay? I did not post it on social media because I didn't feel the need to say I'm a good person because I know I'm a good person deep down. I shit you not. I am scrolling on TikTok, and what do I see? A mother explaining as to why she is ungrateful for all the gifts that she received from the angel tree that did not meet her standards, I guess. What I find oddly coincidental is these are the exact same items that I just purchased a few days ago. Okay? I said, there's no way. This is a coincidence. It's not the same thing. The longer I'm watching this lady's video, the more I'm getting pissed off and my mouth is on the floor. I said, these are the same exact freaking items I just bought. And this lady is complaining that I didn't spend enough money, or I didn't get this, or I didn't get the other items my kids are requesting. Look at me. I'm shaking because I am so pissed off. Quite literally, I am dumbfounded. Am I the asshole? Could it be a different person? Of course. But it's very strange and coincidental that it just so happens to be the same exact items and the same exact range.
People are definitely becoming more and more ungrateful. Not everybody, thankfully, but a lot of people are. And I think without gratitude, we turn acts of kindness into transactions. The reality is these donations come from somebody else's generosity, and I think the lack of appreciation just highlights how far we are starting to come from appreciating kindness on others and instead just showing a lot of entitlement. These programs are meant to provide help during tough times, not fulfill luxury wish lists, in my personal opinion.
Oh my God, what am I supposed to tell my kids on Christmas? Tell them you couldn't afford it. And the people on Angel Tree couldn't afford it either. Better luck next time.
So I just want to share what Angel Tree got for my kids. I'm not totally ungrateful. I'm a little frustrated though. I'm trying not to cry.
She said Angel Tree did me dirty as hell. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. Wasn't expecting much, but I definitely thought it wouldn't be this.
Let me tell you a secret.
Those people don't owe you a damn thing. They bought your children stuff for Christmas out of the kindness of their heart. And you're gonna run to the internet, like this is your only video, you're gonna run to the internet to tell people that other people did you dirty? No, you did your children dirty. If you want something specific for your children, get it for them. These people signed up to help your children because you cannot offer them much. They did that out of the kindness of their heart. There are people in these programs who genuinely cannot get their kids stuff for Christmas, and they're grateful for any and everything. It looks like your kids got a pretty big lot there, yeah? And one of your biggest complaints was that you didn't ask for jackets or boots, and you got that anyway. And you were complaining that it's too big for them to wear. Did you ever stop to think, hey, maybe these people know that I'm not in a good spot? Maybe they're sizing up on a few things so that when they grow out of what they have now, they'll have what they need later on down the road. Did we ever stop to think about that? No, we didn't. This is wild. This genuinely ticked me off. I cannot imagine running to the internet to bitch to people about people helping you and wanting to provide a good Christmas for your children. Like, they got some Hot Wheels, they got some Play-Doh, they got a couple balls, underwear, jackets, hats, gloves, socks, shoes. Oh my god, this is... oh.
In case you were wondering why my lighting looks a little different, yes, my camera died. I want to talk about the role of social media in this whole issue, because back in the day, if you didn't like something that you got, you might have grumbled about it quietly or just, say thank you and moved on with your life. But now people have these platforms and spaces like TikTok where they can publicly air all of their problems, all of their opinions. And it's not that people shouldn't have opinions, but a lot of time people turn their complaints into viral content. And with the click of a button, suddenly they have the whole internet as an audience. And in situations like this, for example, with the whole angel tree drama and the complaints, it makes donors feel unappreciated. And I think it also sets a dangerous precedent because it encourages others to go on social media and criticize instead of express gratitude. And if these things are getting them a lot of views and clout and attention, they're going to continue to do it. Others are going to see that they're getting a lot of attention and a lot of click, and they're going to start doing the same. And the worst part for me about this entitlement epidemic, if you want to call it that way, is the ripple effect that this is having on true acts of kindness, like true generosity. I mean, think about it. How many people are going to hear stories like this and decide not to donate after all? But unfortunately, entitlement is abundant nowadays on social media, and it's making it harder for those who truly need assistance to receive it, because people are getting more and more discouraged each day when we see clips like this to want to help anybody. Why bother and why help somebody? What take money and time and effort to want to go the extra mile and help somebody when these are the reactions and the responses that you are going to get?
Now I see why people receiving the angel tree gifts are mad. If you pick a list of gifts that's outside of your means, and in lieu of getting these children what they want, you just go to the Dollar Tree and get them random because they should just be grateful they're getting anything, one, you're going to hell. What are you, Scrooge? This is like a cartoonish level of fun. If the kid has a PS5 on their list, pick a different list. Don't say, who does this poor kid think he is? Shut up, Tiny Tim. Here's a Tamagotchi. Be grateful. There's a woman in my comments that she picked a list with a Barbie Jeep on it. You know what she did? She bought the girl a Barbie Jeep. She didn't rob the girl of the opportunity to get the gift that she actually wanted. Just so, like Amy's saying, you give yourself a nice pat on the back and say you helped the poors this year. Ew! Aren't you trying to provide like a semblance of normalcy? Just like a touch of holiday joy? Shop for them as if you were shopping for your own children. That's the point of the list. In fact, those kids need that more. If you wouldn't disappoint your own kids like that on the holiday, like why would you do that to someone else's kid? And if you think they should be grateful for getting anything at all, just don't do it. Don't do it!
I mean, I see her point, kind of. If my kid is asking for a PS5 and I can't afford it, which I think it would be a lot of us that can afford those kind of gifts, I would just be honest with them and say, we can afford it. It's not about not disappointing them. It's just about being honest with them. I wouldn't allow my kid to put an item like this in the list. It's just unreasonable for me to think that if I, as a parent, can't afford a gift like this, then I expect somebody else to do it for my kid. I think it would be also up to me as a parent to help them put things that would be more realistic and not these kind of gifts that are definitely going to keep their hopes up. And yeah, if they don't get it, they're going to be disappointed. But I don't know, this is just my opinion. I mean, do you agree? Do you disagree? Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hi there, I just wanted to ask you a quick favor. If you are enjoying this video so far and you enjoy this type of content, then make sure you hit that subscribe button right there. It will support me, the channel, and it will ensure that I continue to make this content for you every single week. Thank you again so much, and now let's get back into the video.
Come with me to take back the angel tree gifts that I donated because I accidentally gave away way more than I could afford to. I know this is embarrassing. I know people aren't gonna like this. It's not entirely my fault. 2 days ago, I did post a video with the gifts that I was giving the children. I got them AirPods, I got them MacBook Pros, I got them a PS5, I got them a Dior saddle bag, Chanel earrings. Like, I literally went above and beyond to make sure these kids had an amazing Christmas, and the video just ended up getting no support whatsoever. And I was relying on those earnings to offset the costs, which were $15,900. I spoke to my financial advisor. He was like, if you want to meet your financial goals for this year, you have to recuperate these losses. So I'm just going to go in there and treat this like the financial transaction that it ultimately is. So they were really nice and they gave me everything back. They were kind of a little bit confused at first, but it actually turns out I'm not the first influencer this has happened to. So let this just be a lesson to everyone. If you support what an influencer is doing, show them love on their videos. Otherwise, they're just gonna get burnt out and not want to help the world anymore.
I have no words. First of all, why would you think that posting this clip was a good idea? Did you think you were gonna get like good responses from this? I don't understand. Second of all, this is not the first influencer this has happened to. So what? This is a trend? Like, are there a lot more influencers trying to do this? I mean, that just tells me everything I need to know. Apparently, a lot of these influencers are just buying a bunch of stuff on social media saying, oh, look what I did. Yeah, this is really sad. The fact that a lot of people are turning charity into a performance, an opportunity to get clout and receive attention, or even in some cases, fake generosity, a way of, you know, monetizing other people's situations to receive attention and clicks and views. Yeah, I don't know what to say. If you're not scared of having some real conversations, then make sure you hit that subscribe button right there and join the community, and it will help me continue to create this kind of content for you every single week. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, then hit that like button and make sure that you watch this video next.